This is a top 15 matchup featuring ACC versus SEC. Two conferences geographically linked, and typically the ACC arrives with a chip on its shoulder and a point to prove when they face the SEC. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. And the Aggies will kick it away and start us off. Kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Has the first down and more. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack them.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up fourth down. And the Tigers will have to kick this away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. So the defensive touchdown stays on the board. The offense had a chance to negate it with the penalty, but for some reason declined it. And the BAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Catch is made way down inside the 30.
Boy, it's got to be so rewarding for an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. That's exactly what we saw right here. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open wide receiver.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the Salt were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Hey, the windows are so tight on these throws for this quarterback. Positive yards are a good thing here. Now it's 3rd and goal, getting so much closer to punching it in.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they've got it.
Big decision here on the road for this offense on 4th down. These are the calls that can either suck the energy out of the stadium if it goes in your favor, or it can hype the home crowd up that much more and give them momentum if you're stopped.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Clemson, as they put 6 more on the board. And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Black. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. They'll hand it off. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You could see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Breaks free. Short game, what's going to be the final play of the first period. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the ground. It's Williams. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The pass rush closing in. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
The Aggies are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Jackson. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Normally for this offense down in the red zone, they love to go to the tight end, and they try to go to him. He drops the ball. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I might think about trying to give him another shot.
Using his legs, it's Johnson. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Pass caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Texas A&M. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk. just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. An impressive spin there. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
There's the handoff. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Defense is coming after him.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
This comes an offense moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking deep to the right side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. A mental error by the defense sets the offense up closer now. 1st and goal. He'll hand it off. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tigers. They cap the drive with 6 points.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Black. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving his back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. Getting set. Here's second down. Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A quick throw out left, complete. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third down, he drops to throw. On the move now. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a play by this quarterback. You're talking about third down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered, uses his legs for not only a first down, but a touchdown.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. The drive now from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, it's Warren. Grab behind the line, it's Jackson. Finds room at the 30. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. And the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's picked off in the end zone. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. Breaks into the clear. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here comes the shovel pass. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A short completion to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Here's the handoff. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the corner to stop him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. He escapes the pocket. Oh, and they get him. The defense finally chasing him down for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. On first down, it's play action. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Second down after that short completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He bought some time, now lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Using his legs on the scramble. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Tackle made after a big gain.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. He's got room to run. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. Grab near the sticks. It's Rodgers. And the defense comes up with the football.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. They'll test the right side here. Fighting him off. Solid game there. Moves the ball up to the 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Under pressure, just lets it go. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Hit as he released it. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, it's not over yet, but this 4th down interception is going to cost him critical minutes here at the least here in the fourth quarter.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Ball handed off. They picked up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Man, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle for showing some quickness for his size.
Now, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration.
And it's intercepted, a crushing play. He's bringing it back. That's the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. A crucial pick 6. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game, to tie the game, is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
We're setting out to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kickoff, little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. First down. They're going to throw the football. A deep shot to the left side. The pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll run it here. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got it for a 3-yard loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows the physicality he has against the run as well.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a receiver deep middle. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. And the Tigers will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Wanting to come up with the perfect call on this important play coming up. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one had an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Get some space around the 30. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Same tailback, another carry. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Quick throw to the left. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Clock stops officially 2 minutes to go before the end of this game. We'll take a quick pause. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll throw it now. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking for a gap. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They take the lead in the final minute.
Just so impressed by this offense and the way they've executed throughout most of this day. Now with the game on the line, they deliver and give them the go-ahead score. There's enough time, though, on the clock. The defense is going to have to go out there and make some plays to be able to win this game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit. He wasn't able to complete this pass.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they got called. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
Well, one thing we know for sure, this quarterback has a ton of confidence. Already thrown 2 picks. That is tight coverage right here. He still puts it up in the air. Now, this one works out for him, but they haven't throughout this game.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Ball is loose. Who can recover? The offense has it. It's still going.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Now you've got a big decision. What a great touchdown. But think about it. If you kick the extra point, you tie the game up, probably go to overtime. Or do you roll the dice and go for 2 and potentially win the game?
for 2 in the win, and the crowd roaring, trying to make it difficult. Looking to throw here. And it's caught. The gutsy call pays off for 2 points, and they take the lead here late. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Pocket 0-0. That's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.